Okay, this will pretty much be my last response. If I feel like I have to address anything else on this issue. You didn't understand what I was disagreeing with, is what you basically said. My personal opinion is that it's not abnormal, homosexuality. But that's not what I was really in a disagreement with. That's not what I was debating about. Look at the title of the first video response that I gave you, and you will see what I was disagreeing with you about, what I was debating about, and that's that homosexual is not a choice. Why would somebody want to choose that lifestyle? If you take into account how hard it is to live in this society as a homosexual, why would somebody want to choose to live that lifestyle? Give me a logical reason and explanation for why would somebody want to live that, choose to live that lifestyle. It's not a choice. It's not like people just wake up one day and say, oh, you know what, I want to be gay. Okay? That's like somebody wanting to be black, okay, in the Jim Crow era. You know how hard it was for us back then? Why would somebody want to choose to live this life? Why would somebody want to choose to live as a homosexual? I don't think you see how serious it is. Okay? There's people who have committed suicide because their families have abandoned them, mistreated them. You know, they're treated like outcasts in this society. Gay bash, physically, mentally, emotionally. All aspects of your life, it affects you mentally. It affects your mind state. To be bashed and, you know, criticized and scrutinized, and it's hard to live that life. I've talked to plenty of gay friends and family members and things of that sort and asked them, do you feel like this is a choice? No, it's not a choice. You don't wake up one morning and be like, you know what, I want to be gay. Little children is proof of that. I have a friend, not a cousin, I'm sorry. And his cousin, is, I believe he's about 3. I believe he's about 3. And he's not around any homosexuals. Not that I know of. He's not around my friend, you know, which is his cousin, much. He's very young. He's a very young child. Like I say, he's 3 years old, and already my friend's aunt, which is the child's mother, says that the kid is picking up Barbie dolls and acting feminine. You know, these kids, they grow up fast nowadays, so he's acting feminine, and this child is even not mentally developed enough to even understand what gay is, to even understand what I'm sure if I go over there and tell the kid, do you know what homosexuality is, kid? Yes, huh? They don't understand. They're kids. They're children. So how is it already at this young age, at this young age, that this child has already adapted traits of a female, learned traits of a female? He has a father. He has a mother. Okay. What's making him gay? Did he choose to be gay too? He's a kid. He don't know any better. Okay. It is a gene. It is something that is in you from birth, childhood. Ain't nobody going to choose to live that life. Why would somebody want to choose to live that life? Taking into account all the things they have to endure, to be battered, to be beaten, to be abandoned by their family, to be alienated by their family. Why would somebody want to choose that life? Have you heard of the suicide rates? I think gays lead in the suicide rate. I think they're number 1 last time I checked in suicide rates. Homosexual. I don't think it's really with lesbians. I think it's more so with gay men, the ages of 16 through 24. Okay, it hurts. It hurts. Why would somebody want to live that life? If they can change it, don't you think they would change it? Come on, it's common sense. It's not a choice. You don't just wake up and say, you know what, I'm just going to like men. It's all about what you like, just what your desire is. I'm not saying all desires are right or wrong. I wasn't arguing with you about that, Sean. You keep saying you're not making no points, or you're not countering. Sean, brother, I am countering. You're not countering. You're not making sense. You brought up the fact that it was average. I wasn't addressing you on that issue. Maybe you have so many people addressing you and leaving you video responses that you can't kind of remember who was leaving you what, and you giving, leaving people the wrong video responses that didn't. I wasn't arguing per se about that. If you look at my titles, it was being gay is not a choice. That is what I was arguing you about, brother. It is not something that you just wake up and say, oh, I just want to be gay. I just want to like it. You can't control what you like. I didn't say. And then you bring up the fact, it's people who like animals, is that desire right? It's people who like baby, is that desire right? It's people who like to, have insects, is that desire right? Why are you bringing this up to me? I did not never say it was right or not right. I'm arguing the fact that it is not a choice. It's not something that you just decide to be. It's just something that's in you. You can't control what you're attracted to. If you could control what you're attracted to, I'm sure it probably wouldn't even, gay people wouldn't even exist. I'm talking to my cousin about that all the time. Do you think it's a truth? He said, yo, listen, if I could choose to be straight, I would, so that my mother would love me. He said, I just don't like it. I just don't like vagina. I just don't like it, Jay. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I tried it, and he has. He even got a woman. And thinking about what's that called when you get the seed, he want to use his seed and have a baby or whatever, but he's so short, no woman want to have no short baby. But he cries to me all the time and talks to me all the time, and trust me, I have had a lot of gays say, man, if I could be straight, I would, just so that I can live a normal life and not be bashed and criticized 24/7 by people. It is not a choice, Sean. Wake up, Sean. Sean, wake up. You're not making sense. It's not. So let me tell you this. I can't stand chocolate ice cream. I know this might sound like a silly example, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Who cares? I can't stand chocolate ice cream. It is the most disgusting thing that I've ever tasted in my life. I hate chocolate. I love vanilla and strawberry. It's nothing you can do to make me change that desire. I would never ever like chocolate ice cream. There's nothing. I have eaten it. I have tried to like it. I even put some little nuts on it. I put some strawberries on it. I hate it. There's nothing you can do to change your desires. It's just what it is. It's not a choice that you make. What are you saying? People just wake up and say, oh, you know what? I want to live a life where you're beaten down by society, where you're bashed, where you're criticized, where you're alienated, where you're scrutinized. I want to live that. Why would somebody want to fucking choose to live that life? And I'm sorry, Sean, I don't mean to curse. I'm not trying to turn this into an argument with you. But you're not making sense, bro. You're not making sense. It's not a choice. It is something that is in you. It is a gene. It is something that you possess. And this explains why little kids at such a young age already got these personality traits of a gay male. It's not something that you can learn. It's not something that you're taught. It's not a choice that you make. It's just in you. And I think you just need to accept that and wake up, brother. You need to wake up. It is not a choice. That is what I was talking about, Sean. Since you are so confused, what is your point? What are you arguing? We don't have no debate here. No, I wasn't debating that it was abnormal. I have a different view on that, but I wasn't debating that. I was debating that it's not a choice, and that's my response to you. And I hope you understand now, and I hope you're clear on what exactly it is I'm in a disagreement with you about. Have a nice day, brother.